Here's a few movies to check out this week, currently on Netflix Instant. With the untimely passing of Anton Yelchin, I was hoping to do an episode with all recommendations of his movies. Unfortunately, there's only 2 movies available of his that I would recommend. The third one that they have for Instant I haven't seen yet, so I can't recommend whether or not it's good, but I'm going to recommend the 2 that I do really like, and then 2 other ones that are unrelated. Horror comedy, Odd Thomas. Dean Koontz has had so many of his books adapted to film, and the majority of them just did not get the love that they deserve. They just didn't have the budget, or they never really felt as good as they should have been. They never got the recognition or the support like a Stephen King book would. That is until Odd Thomas. Odd Thomas was an excellent adaptation of Dean Koontz's book and cemented home with Anton Yelchin's fantastic performance. He really nailed the character, and it's such a shame that this movie went direct to video and didn't go into theaters, which is insane to me because this was a Stephen Sommers $50 million production, and the studio just did not know what to do with it. Yelchin plays a guy named Odd Thomas. His real name is Odd, and he's a clairvoyant who can see the dead. Now, it's not a Sixth Sense kind of thing. It has a little bit of a comedic element to it, but on top of seeing the dead, he can also see these things called the Bodaks. And whenever there's a lot of Bodaks, he knows that something bad is about to happen. And so he starts following this one guy around who has these Bodaks that are following him, and he just is trying to figure out, like, what horrendous thing is this guy going to do. Excellent film, just so well done across the board. Horror comedy, Burying the Ex. I recommended this one not too long ago, but under the circumstances, I'm recommending it again. Yelchin plays a guy named Max who his overbearing girlfriend accidentally dies, and he was planning to break up with her because she was so overbearing, but he's at her side when she's dying and basically makes a pledge to her, thinking, he wants to tell her that he loves her and whatnot before she dies. Well, because of this, she comes back from the dead. Now, during this time, he's moved on and he's got another girlfriend, and so he's trying to save the feelings of the dead girlfriend because he really would rather be with the new girlfriend. Comedy, The Burbs. Another film from Joe Dante that I don't think gets as much recognition as it probably should. Tom Hanks plays this guy who's living in the suburbs, and this new family moves in, and they're very suspicious. So he starts investigating, and he really thinks that there's something weird going on. And I'll kind of leave it at that, because watching everything unfold and the slapstick, the comedy, the goofy situations, the complete absurdity of some of the various things that happens in the film are really entertaining. I should probably tag this more as a dark comedy, because some of the things that happen are very dark. They're very funny, but it is pretty dark. Drama, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Jim Carrey had this tumultuous relationship with Kate Winslet, and he finds out that she had this new experimental procedure where they remove all the memories of your previous relationship from your brain. So he's completely gone from her memories, and he is heartbroken by this because he's still emotionally attached to her. So he decides that he wants to do the same thing, that he wants any memory of her removed. And the movie goes through their relationship. It shows the different memories that are being erased, the different things that happened to them, the stuff that they had went through, and what kind of was leading up to them wanting to purge them from their memory. I know some people lumped it into a romantic comedy, and there are some funny moments, but it's nowhere near the usual rom-com. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll see you next time.